Whatever this message is for, it feels like you're falling into balance again, coming out of a place of feeling stuck, feeling tied down, feeling at a crossroads into something that feels a lot more balanced, heading towards more peace, more harmony within your day-to-day life, more balance between your responsibilities and what you're continuing to call in, your energy as well just feels more balanced. But there is something manifesting for you, and I feel like you're already starting to see hints of this. There is something physically materializing before your eyes, and I do feel like you're noticing little like previews of this already happening. So it could be like smaller blessings that are giving you a preview for a larger blessing, like somebody, buying you a free coffee, or somebody spotting you on something, or just feeling very lucky, like getting a great parking spot or something along those lines. It's like you're noticing little wins. And I feel like that is allowing you to really fall into this state of receiving, knowing that your manifestations are on their way, knowing that they are guaranteed, that you're on your way to success. And you've kind of gotten yourself out of a really difficult period of feeling disappointed, feeling like you weren't receiving your wish fulfillment, into total emotional fulfillment, reaching the rainbow at the end of the storm. And this is something that you have been working so hard towards. For some of you, this is like taking time to work on certain skills, maybe like taking an additional course, going back to school, something like that feels relevant for this collective as well. And it's almost like there were things that fell apart or things that did not end up coming to fruition that led you down this new path of furthering your education, of furthering your knowledge around something. And that's exactly what's leading you to this 10 of Cups energy, where you have that total emotional fulfillment. I feel like you're coming out of a place of feeling deceived by your surroundings, where you really do, I feel like you're just emanating this energy of knowing that the world is going to adjust to who you are and who you embody. And so even when you're in a situation where things feel a little bit difficult, it's like you're not attaching yourself to that. There's a lot of detachment here, I feel like, that you've mastered as well. Okay, detaching to the outcome, trusting the process, just knowing things are working out for you, and that if you're in a difficult spot, that it's going to soon be alleviated. Okay, yeah, moving away from chaos, moving again into more peace, more harmony, more balance. More balance seems to be very significant here. And you've had a long wait, okay, with the Hanged One and Seven of Pentacles both coming out here. There are seeds that you've planted that you've had to be so extremely patient for. You've started to, again, part of that detachment, I think, is you also detaching from receiving this, receiving your wish, because it's just taken so long, or you've just gone through this whole journey that was a winding road and you're just kind of like, all right, I'm over it. I don't know if I really care anymore if I get it or not. And I feel like through that apathy, or through you kind of not caring about getting it, it's also given you more gratitude for what you do have and what has been materializing. All of these blessings that have been materializing in your physical reality. You've started to find more gratitude, and that's what's leading you again to that rainbow, to that beautiful energy of success, fulfillment. Leaning more into gratitude for the little things. You've really gained your power around how you view situations, what you take on, what you absorb versus what you just allow to happen, okay? Stepping into your power with the King of Wands. And then you have the Five of Wands on the bottom. So it's almost like I'm getting this kind of feeling of you just like standing in your power, watching other people fight over things, watching people fight with either the divine or the flow of things, or fight with each other to get their blessings. You're just kind of sitting comfortably like, yeah, I know it's going to come. I don't know how, I don't know when, but you've released so much. You've released so much control, and that's giving you this ability to call your manifestations in much easier. That detachment is so essential. Okay, got the Eight of Pentacles again. What else flipped out? Okay. Yeah, coming to the end of a really difficult journey. So through that wait, you've been faced with a lot of challenges, a lot of burdens that have felt very heavy. I'm also feeling a lot of burdensome energy from people around you, or people in your environment that have kind of been projecting certain energies onto you. You're starting to kind of cut out some of those, set boundaries for yourself. Know that, I'm just feeling this feeling of like pushing through your challenges without feeling like you have to carry everybody else's opinions or everybody else's feelings about a certain situation. And that's why you're being treated with this divine love, this divine union, choices that are going to make you feel so loved by the universe, by the divine, finally receiving your judgment for all of the good work that you've put in, all of the efforts that you've put towards this path. And soon celebrating, coming together with your soul family, your soul tribe, just feeling like you can breathe again, feeling like you can enjoy life again, because of that detachment to the outcome. It's like you're just taking more enjoyment and gratitude out of your day-to-day life, and that's what's allowing more magic to come into your life as well. We have the Seven of Cups, so I feel like you're going to soon be presented more options. Your dreams are going to start being more realistic. You're going to start having choices on which way you want to go, what direction you want to go, how you want to adjust your desires based on what you're receiving now, right? Because as we start to receive like smaller blessings along our path to our big blessing, that big blessing or manifestation may need some adjustment, because as you start receiving little things, you may become a different person, or you may decide that you want to go a different route with it, or through your, education that came up too. It's like through you furthering your knowledge, furthering fine-tuning skills, you might notice that you actually want other desires instead. And that's kind of that flexibility that you're being asked to have right now, because you're not so micromanaging the process. Okay, last message. But yeah, you definitely have success on its way. I feel like you're coming out of a period of feeling very frustrated, tied down, feeling like, again, you can fall into just more balance in your life. Yeah, more union, okay? Choosing your battles, walking away from certain fights that just really don't deserve your energy anymore, catering to your inner child, catering to the version of you and protecting this younger version of yourself, that creative, passionate, vulnerable version of yourself that lives within you, choosing to not have to fight every single time, or not have to stir up conflict is kind of the energy coming through here, out of protection of yourself, out of protection of your dreams, your desires, just knowing that they are all coming to fruition. So you're about to fall into a lot more balance. 222, very significant, because we had Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. So that may be a sign this is also for you. But yeah, you're falling into more union, more balance, more peace, after a very difficult period from you setting your boundaries around what deserves your energy and what doesn't. That's what's leading you to that ultimate wish of fulfillment. Sending you love.